Yesterday I made a video and it was all about how levies kind of suck right now, but they are fixing it. And well, the news today is that 1.0.7 is out and levies are reportedly fixed. We are going to test them though. Other things that are coming, revisions of the pub demands is also there as well. Increase the strength of navies against piracy. But yeah, the big one is rebalancing how good levies are with a decent progression through the ages. And then they've also added later game levies to nobles, late cavaliers, provincial cavalry, and gendarmerie. A couple of crashes fixed as well. So this is the patch that came out today, and we are going to test it. But I'm just going to bring you back to my video from yesterday. This was the test that I did. I had 600 men, and I was fighting against 4,500 Poles. We've got something a little bit similar to what we had, but let's just quickly speed through this, and we'll just see exactly how this battle went. I'm just going to pop it on 2-speed because why not? But yeah, mute myself as well because that's annoying. Actually, they had 6,500. Okay, well, we've got a slightly easier battle that we're gonna have, but casualties were, let's say, light for the Crusaders, and these are the losses that we ended up suffering. 1,500 on their side, 235 on ours, because again, levies were a little bit crap. We have a different fight coming up. Here's my 600, though I will say we now have camp followers instead of another armored horseman. I'm not sure how that really came to be, but there's also less of them this time, and they're in a wood. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this fight. It already tells us that we're going to lose. I'm just curious on how badly we lose, because this is pure levies. This is pure levies. There is not a single anything else in sight, so we'll see how it goes. We're marching into a wetland forest, so they're going to have a -2, potentially a -3 if there is a river. I'm not sure, but let us get across here and we will have this fight and we'll see what's going on. Alone is what's going on. But let's go through this and see how badly we're already losing more men, although we're bringing it back a little bit. Frontage-wise, we're equaling the frontage, 2 on each flank, but there's just so few men here, there's no way with equal casualties that we are going to get through them in time enough to do any flanking whatsoever. They start flanking, then they start doing many more casualties, and this is now the situation we have. They had a worse fight, they had fewer men, and they won, and they killed far more. So this is now the situation with levies. Now, I have heard multiple people, and it is not... Actually, they got reinforcements as well. It is not an unfounded fear that these changes are coming a little too fast, that these changes are coming when, with little balance checks, let's say, with not enough in the way of testing before these updates are coming, and maybe they are breaking your saves. I don't think they're breaking your saves, but they are making it more difficult to play a save game without, you know, understanding what's going on, right? You start a game, you're going to be winning your fight with the Teutons, and then, you know, you put it down for the day, you wake up the next day, you're like, oh, I'm going to start again. You don't notice that you've got an update, you start playing again, you have a fight that you thought you would win absolutely easily, and you get slapped around because an update came that you weren't aware of. And that's totally possible. There is a way around this, and that is going to be using, basically, save states. Not save states, but beta branches. So what we're going to do is actually close the game, and I'll show you how to do it, because it is certainly something that should be capable of doing, and we're gonna do it. So open up properties in your EU5, go into betas, and then in the beta participation, you can go back to previous versions. 1.04 is one of the ones that is available. The previous build is, I believe, 1.06, and then I have this one you won't have access to. But let's go back to the previous build, and it will download and from there we'll be able to, you know, not have our game bricked, I guess, is the way that we can go with it. I'm curious as to whether this is the build that allowed incredibly strong regulars, because if so, then I might continue my achievement run with it. Maybe, we'll see. But anyway, let's get in. Okay, no, the previous build is opening 1.0.4, which is another patch where levies were stronger than regulars. This is actually, they were way, way stronger than regulars. But this is totally possible, and if you go and roll back to one of these patches, you will not be forced to go forward when there is a new update. It is totally viable and not anything to be, you know, dismissed at to roll back your game. And I'm fairly certain, and this is usually the case, but we will test it now as well, that you are capable of playing Iron Man achievement compatible mode with these updates as well. But that is also something that I'm going to test right now, because that is absolutely worth testing. Alright, so whatever, select Teutonic Order, I don't really care, but we're going to look into game rules. Iron Man, an achievement is available. You can play as, yeah, whatever you want. Start the Teutons game in Iron Man mode. And we'll just double, triple, absolute check that we have achievements possible, and we do. So, yeah, it is not... You know what, can we do an actual full test? Can we do an actual full test where we get an achievement? Apparently, you only need to start making the market. You don't actually have to make a market, you just need to start making it to get that achievement. But, okay, there we go. We have just got another achievement. Live on a video. There we go. So yeah, you are capable of rolling back your game and still getting achievements. That's a good test. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. This is just a little bit of news for you, so that you know what's going on with this game. And if you are interested in continuing to learn about the updates that come with this game, feel free to drop me a subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, tell me what campaigns you're playing, all that kind of good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.